Welcome back to Post Time. There are a lot of working moms in harness racing. Allie Oakley is one of those ladies who's proving to be a winner on the racetrack and in the breeding shed. Allie Oakley is a 5-year-old first state bred pacing mare, owned by Joanne King and trained by her husband, Jim King Jr. As a 2- and 3-year-old, she competed in Delaware Standardbred Breeders' Fund races. Although she did really well in Sire Stakes competition, she had a physical ailment that forced her to take a little time off. But during her hiatus, she had a job that was just as, if not more important than, visiting the winner's circle.
We bred and raised her, of course, and she was, as soon as she was weaned, she came home, and we raised her and a couple other fillies in the yard here. We broke her, trained her down right here until she was sent away to be bred. She never had been anywhere else. She was easy to train down, displayed plenty of talent all the way down. And when we started racing her, she had some health issues. She had some chips in her ankles, and there were too many of them to be operated on. A chip would be just a bone fragment that has been pulled loose from the bone, and if they don't have a lot of activity, it doesn't bother them much. But as they go on it, it becomes irritating, and the body will build up around it, and in most cases we like to take them out, but sometimes there's too many of them and they're in bad places and you just can't take them out. So after we raced her as a 2- and 3-year-old successfully, we decided to breed her, and actually when she raced at the fair, she was in foal at that time. So even though we didn't do any good, there was 2 of her. I bred her real late. I didn't want any more brood mares than I already had. However, she was going to be laid up for a long time, and I really liked the talent that she displayed. So thinking she might carry it on and maybe not carry on the chips, we decided to breed her with intentions of only breeding her one time and having her back ready. And all that went to plan. She's had so far her racing career has been pretty good. She's been first or second over half of her lifetime starts, and that's pretty credible.
On May 19th, 2012, Allie Oakley gave birth to a bouncing baby boy. Unfortunately, the colt was very weak and sick for months. However, over the past year, he's gotten bigger and stronger and friendly, and soon will move from the field into the barn where he can train side by side with his mother.
They called me from Dandy Farm and said that the baby was having some troubles, and they were having trouble getting figured out what it was, but the baby was very weak. It didn't eat real good, and they thought maybe the mare's milk might have been a problem with the foal. But we had brought him home as soon as he was weaned, and we worked with him, and fortunately time has been very favorable to him, and he's home in the field, and he's starting to look as good as the ones we're about to raise with him.
So what did they name Allie Oakley's baby? For that answer, we need to go back a generation in the family tree. Allie Oakley's mother is named Heather and Me, after yours truly. My grandfather, Elmer Looney, named her, and she was also co-owned by my grandmother, Helen Looney, and my mom, Joanne King. Heather and Me raced for several years on the Delaware circuit and then headed to the breeding shed. One of her babies was a filly, Allie Oakley. The foal was named for Jimmy and Joanne's niece, Allie King. It's a play on the name Annie Oakley, of course. Allie loves the outdoors, just like the famous sharpshooter. Here's Allie King with her namesake Allie Oakley when the filly was just a little thing. Now, with Heather and Me being named for a relative and Allie Oakley being named for a relative, that means that Allie Oakley's baby would be named for a relative, right? Well, not really, but sorta kinda. Allie Allie Oakley's foal is named the Funkasaurus. Why? Well, my son Wyatt, who is of course Jimmy and Joanne's grandson, Wyatt is a wrestling fanatic. He loves watching WWE, and one of Wyatt's favorite superstars is Brutus Clay, who's also known as the Funkasaurus. One of the cutest things about this name is that the theme song for the wrestler, the Funkasaurus, is called Somebody Call My Mama. And well, the equine named after this wrestler and his mama live right on the same farm together, within neighing distance from each other. So with one foal on the ground, is Allie Oakley yearning to add to her family, or is she content staying right here on the racetrack?
Well, it's kind of up to her how things turn out. We'll race her as long as it's profitable, and hopefully it'll be a while.
Baby needs new shoes. So let's check out that hot-pacing mama, Allie Oakley, at Harrington Raceway. In here, it's a group of fillies and mares with number 3 being the comeback queen, Allie Oakley. The field of 8 feisty ladies compete over the Harrington Raceway half-mile oval.
They're off. Main Squeeze out for the lead. Starlet's Toy toward the inside. Buzzword got away third on the outside. Allie Oakley moves up into third in front of Buzzword. Then comes Power Girl Z-Tam, followed by Elegant Power, Honorary Shark, and Eternal River. They hit the back stretch, and Main Squeeze is up to get the lead. Here comes Allie Oakley out of third now to take the lead. Main Squeeze back to second. Starlet's Toy is third. 3 lengths further back, Buzzword fourth. Off stride went Starlet's Toy. Buzzword takes over third, followed by Power Girl Z-Tam. Then it's Elegant Power, Honorary Shark, Eternal River, and out of it is Starlet's Toy. 28 2/5. They race around the turn, and that's Allie Oakley now on top. Main Squeeze is back to second, 2 lanes. Buzzword, followed by Power Girl Z-Tam in fourth. In fifth is Elegant Power in front of Honorary Shark. They race toward the half, and it's Allie Oakley with Main Squeeze. Buzzword is third, coming to the outside. Power Girl Z-Tam. Elegant Power follows, as does Honorary Shark, 5 lanes. Eternal River and way back Starlet's Toy, 58 1. Round the turn toward the back stretch. It's Allie Oakley and Main Squeeze. Buzzword is there at the rail with Power Girl Z-Tam on the outside. Following Power Girl Z-Tam is Elegant Power. Then it's Honorary Shark who's back along the inside. They approach 3/4. Allie Oakley 2 lanes over Main Squeeze. Power Girl Z-Tam alongside. 127 3/5. Allie Oakley. Allie Oakley 2 lanes over Main Squeeze. Power Girl Z-Tam force 3 wide. Elegant Power. Waiting inside is Buzzword. They're at the top of the stretch. Allie Oakley's off by almost 3 lengths, turning for home. It's Allie Oakley. Main Squeeze racing in second, coming through the stretch. Allie Oakley with Main Squeeze on the outside. Allie Oakley's in front. Then it's Main Squeeze and Honorary Shark up the passing lane for third over Buzzword, 156 1.
Allie Oakley cuts the mile with Vic Kirby in the bike and crosses the wire in 156 1. The 5-year-old mare and mother of one is owned by Joanne Looney King and trained by Jim King Jr.